everyone, and welcome to Journey with the Kellers. My name is Amanda Keller, and today we are back in the Keller kitchen. So today we are going to be making the 17th of the 31 recipes for Halloween, and today's recipe is coming from the Peanuts Holiday Cookbook. Today's recipe is pumpkin spice bars. Now, I will say, after reading through this, it does not give us a temperature for the oven to cook it at. It also says to put it in a 10 by 15 baking pan, but it doesn't say whether or not that is supposed to be greased. It's almost like it's missing a step. So I'm not sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my oven to 350 degrees just because that's kind of an all-around degree for baking. And then I did go ahead and spray my 10 by 15 baking sheet with a little bit of oil, spray oil, just in case, okay? So, here we go. So the first thing that you're gonna do in a large mixing bowl is you are gonna add 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. So here is 1 cup. And then a 1/2 cup. Okay. And then you are going to add to this, you've got 1 cup of finely packed golden brown sugar. So there's mine. And then also a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. Oops, my 1/2 cup's over here. Yeah, I already used it. Okay. Okay, 1/2 cup of regular sugar. Okay. Then you're also going to add in some baking powder here, which is 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So we've got 1 teaspoon and 2 teaspoons. Okay. And then also a 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. This poor box is getting so beaten up. It's getting lower and lower so I can replace it, but I'm not gonna waste it. I'm not gonna waste it, guys. Okay, I could put it in a different container. That would be an idea. Okay, there we go. So 1/4 of a cup of baking soda. And then also you're gonna put in 2 teaspoons of either finely chopped crystallized ginger or a 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. Okay. Oh, and this one's not open yet. I did not realize that. And of course I'm going to struggle with it now because I need it open quickly. And instead of opening quickly, it's going to be a pain. Okay, there we go. Okay, so a 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, or if you have the crystallized, finely chopped crystallized ginger, you can do 2 teaspoons of that, okay? Okay, so there's my ginger. And then you're also gonna need 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And then also for the last part for this bowl, a 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Okay. There we go. All right, now you're going to stir this all together. Okay, so once you get that good and stirred together, it's looking pretty good now. My brown sugar kind of made clumps since I packed it in there, I guess. There we go. That's better. Okay, so once you get that all mixed up, you're gonna go ahead and switch to another bowl and set that aside for a minute. In this bowl, you are going to beat 2 eggs, okay? So we've got 1. And it just says to beat them slightly. And 2. Okay. Okay. Slightly beaten eggs. Then you're going to add to this your pumpkin puree, which you need 1 cup, I think. Yes, 1 cup of pumpkin puree. Oops, that's a little bit more than a cup. There we go. Back in there. Okay. Pumpkin puree. Then you're also going to need, let's see, how much vegetable oil? A 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. And then also you're going to need some 3/4 of a cup of raisins, which I forgot to grab my raisins, so be right back. So 3/4 of a cup of raisins as well, okay? And then you're just going to mix this all together. You kind of got a slimy looking orange mixture with lumps in it from the raisins. Kind of looks weird. Okay. All right. And then you're going to add your pumpkin mixture to your flour mixture. Okay. And you're going to stir that together. Hope there wasn't anything else, not listed in this recipe. That would be bad. Okay, so then once you get this all mixed up, you're gonna spread the batter in your 10 by 15 pan, which is basically a smaller cookie sheet. And like I said, I did go ahead and spray oil mine, and I preheated my oven to 350 degrees. You're gonna go ahead and cook it. It says until a toothpick inserted near the center comes out clean, about 15 to 20 minutes, okay? But we don't know if that's at 350 degrees or not, so we're just gonna have to keep an eye on it. And then you're going to cool the pan on a wire rack. So you're gonna leave everything in the pan and just cool it on a wire rack, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then once we come back, we will make the topping and get the bars cut up, and then we'll see how they turn out. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, you guys, so our pumpkin spice bars are done and looking pretty good here. So now all we gotta do is make the topping. So in the cookbook, it has you taking 3 ounces of white chocolate that you chopped up and putting it in like a Ziploc bag, okay? And then adding 1 teaspoon of salad vegetable oil. And then you're supposed to like try to get as much air out of it as possible and seal the bag up. And then you just take that bag and dip it in like a bowl of warm, really warm water, and then wait for it all to melt. I'm gonna go ahead and actually just do it in a bowl in the microwave. So I put my 3 ounces of chopped white chocolate plus my 1 teaspoon of shortening, and I'm gonna heat it at 30-second intervals, stirring it in between each 30 seconds until it's all melted. If you do it this way, make sure you stir it really well between each 30 seconds, because it could look like it's not melted all the way, but if you just stir it up, it might melt the rest of the way. And then I'm just gonna pour it into a piping bag, because that's what they were gonna use the Ziploc bag for. If you don't have piping bags, you're more than welcome to use a Ziploc bag, and you're more than welcome to try it their way of using a warm bowl of water as well. That's up to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this done, and then I will be back to show you guys what we do, okay? So be right back, you guys. So our topping is ready now, and all you're going to do, whether you have a Ziploc bag or a piping bag, or you did it in a Ziploc bag or whatever, if you're doing it in the Ziploc bag, you're going to cut the one corner If you're doing a piping bag, you're just going to cut the end, and you're just going to cut, it says about 1/4 of an inch off. So you're just doing a really tiny amount because you want a small amount to be coming out. So just cut a very tip off of a piping bag or the very corner off of a Ziploc bag, okay? And then you're supposed to squeeze the topping over the bars in a crisscross motion. So I'm going to say that's probably kind of like doing this here. So maybe going all the way down from one corner to the other. Okay. And then maybe flipping it and going down the other way from a different corner. Okay, so you're crossing over those ones you just made. Okay. I would say that works as a crisscross pattern pretty much. Okay. And we've got a little bit left, so maybe we'll just do some random things to make sure that each corner has got some here. This one doesn't have as much. Okay. I'm just going to use up all of the chocolate because, you know, why not? You made it for this, so you might as well use it all, right? Okay, so once you get this all used up and you got it all done, so what you're going to do now is you're going to go ahead and cut this before the topping starts to harden up. So you're supposed to do it into 1.5 by 2 inch bars. Okay, so let's see, that's pretty small bars, right? Yeah, probably. That's pretty small bars. Okay, so let's just start here. And we will just cut these at what I think is about 2 inches. It may or may not be. May only be an inch, I don't know. Like I said, I am not that good with measurements. Okay, so we'll go here. And here. Oh, that looks about right. Nice bars. Okay, you guys. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and pop one of these. I want to get one with some good icing so we can get a good taste of it. Okay. And we're gonna try one of these. Okay. See how they taste. They look really moist and soft on the inside. That looks fabulous. Okay, let's try it. Okay. They are very soft on the inside and very moist. The raisins are a little bit chewy, so if you don't think you're going to like that texture, you might want to omit the raisins. But it's very good. It does taste a lot like pumpkin bread, pretty much. And I kind of like the chocolate on top. You know, usually with pumpkin bread or something like that, you wouldn't have a topping on it. So it's kind of a nice little bit of sweetness on top kicked in, even though the bars are pretty sweet on their own. So that's really good, you guys. And it's not too pumpkin spicy, if you know what I mean. Like if you're somebody who really doesn't like a whole lot of pumpkin spice, this is actually a really good blend of some pumpkin and just some bread kind of mixed together. So that's really good. Okay, you guys, so this can be stored in an airtight container in the refrigerator for up to 3 days, okay? So that's perfect and easy. All right. All right, you guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Like and subscribe if you like, or don't if you don't. Everyone have a good day. Enjoy your cooking. Keep your kitchen messy, and we'll see you later. Bye.